Hey parents, how's it going? I know that it's been a little bit of a learning curve or a huge learning curve when it comes to this remote learning. I know I myself, I'm struggling to submit my children's work. But I myself am a teacher as well, but I have four kids of my own. I have triplet 8 year olds and I have a 5 year old. Now each child has about 4 to 5 assignments, maybe even six to submit weekly. And they're asking me to just submit pictures of their work. And with four children and over 30 pictures, I feel a little overwhelmed and I needed something to organize myself. So I decided to use Padlet to submit their work. You might be asking, well, what is a Padlet? A Padlet is basically a virtual bulletin board that allows you to post pictures and videos, links, etc., things like that. It's up to you how you want to kind of organize it. I want to show you how easy it was for me to make it. And believe me, speaking from a parent's perspective, it really, really helped when it came to submitting my kids' work because now all I did was share the link to their teacher and the teacher gets to see live as I'm submitting their work. So if my child completes an assignment, I take the picture but automatically upload it to their Padlet. So at the end, everything's submitted and the teacher just has to go in and check. So check it out. I hope you guys like it. And there are some little tips and tricks that I want to show you at the end. So stick around, all right? This is the home screen of my Padlet. And I just want to show you a little bit of what a Padlet really looks like. Now, if you're interested from a teacher perspective, check out the link below I have on my description. And that one is a whole tutorial on how teachers can use it in the classroom to facilitate teaching and learning. But for today, I just want to show you from a parent's perspective what you might encounter and what you should expect using a Padlet. Here you have all my Padlets. And again, I do have over 50 Padlets, virtual bulletin boards, but I've been using this for many years, so I kind of got grandfathered into it. Now, if you want more than 3, you have to get the paid version. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the paid version is $8 a month. So it is a subscription. However, there is a workaround if you want more than 3 Padlets. Stick around till the end and I'll show you. But I guarantee you, you do not need to go through the paid version. 3 Padlets should be and will be enough. So let me show you how I organize my kids' work to submit it to my teachers. Here I have one of my boys, Abram Gonzalez, and I'll show you how you can submit, how you can customize it. And it's been one complete week of remote learning for us. So what I did is I organized it in what you call a shelf. So I have week 1, week 2, week 3, and now they just told us they're extending all the way to April 30th. So I'm going to be adding all the next weeks here. But for now, I have his reading assignment, his science, his social studies, and all of his math assignments here. And what the teacher would get is basically this. She would get a link, and the link would take her here to this page exactly. She can open it up from her phone, from her Chromebook, MacBook, Dell laptop, any device and any platform she can open up this link and have access to. So all she or he would do is click on it and they could see the assignment. And the teacher could also like it and add a comment. So a lot of the times, like I said, I'm a teacher, but I even felt like, am I doing this right? Are we completing this right? I kept asking my children, is this what she wants? Is this what he wants? So we can communicate, or she or he can communicate to us by saying, hey, make sure that you add this or do this to the assignment. So did you guys like it? I think it's really cool. I'm going to show you next how to create an account, how to create a virtual bulletin board, and how to share the bulletin board with your teacher. So stick around, guys. So the first thing you want to do is download the Padlet app. If you have an iPhone or an Android, it's okay. It works across both platforms, so not a problem. If you're planning to use your iPad, that'll work. A Kindle Fire, that'll work. If you want to use your laptop, desktop, the only difference is there's no app. You'd be going to www.padlet.com. So after you download your app, you're going to get a sign up screen and you're going to choose to sign up. And I would recommend to go the Google route. So it is best to have a Gmail account. And once you sign up, it is going to prompt you and ask you if you want to go the free version or if you want to go the paid version. I recommend the free version, okay? Especially if we're parents using it and we're just going to be using it to submit work for the teachers. That's the best bet. So moving on. After you do that, you're going to be taken to this screen. And if you notice at the top right corner, it says 0 out of 3 Padlets used, because you get 3 initial Padlets. Now, if you want to go the paid version to get more, then by all means, that's up to you. But I guarantee you, you won't need more than 3. And I'm going to show you at the end how you can go around and curtail that. So after you've created your account, it's very simple. The next step is to click on Make a Padlet. It's going to ask you to choose what kind of Padlet you want to make. The one I like to use is the shelf, and that's the one I highly recommend. So I'm going to go ahead and click on shelf. Next, it's going to take you to a default type Padlet. Now, every time you do make a new one, it'll give you a new background and a new cute title to it. But you can always customize this, and I'm going to show you how. If you go to the gear on the top right corner, then after you go to that gear, you can change the title. So I'm going to title mine my son's name, Andrew Gonzalez. And then you can choose to change the icons and all those other settings that are there, including the wallpaper. So if you take a look at the wallpaper, there are a ton of different wallpapers that you can choose from. I'm going to go ahead and choose this space one because that one's really cute. And then once we do that, there's other features like your color scheme. Do you want it the regular white one or do you want it the dark mode? The font as well. I'm going to click on a different font. You can also choose to comment, and I love this feature. Allow viewers to comment on the work. So if you submit a piece of work, then the teacher, who's the one viewing this in this case, can comment on it. And I think that's extremely important. That'll let the parent know if we're on the right track. Because to a certain degree, we're also being tested, right? Because we're having to complete this work with our kiddos. The next one is reactions. And I love reactions. You can choose to allow the teacher to vote on it, give it so many stars, or even grade it. So if you want to know what did your child receive for that specific assignment, you can click on that grade and the teacher will actually has the option of putting in what the grade was for that assignment. So that's really, really cool. Now, the other thing, once we're done with that, is you go ahead and click on save. And now what we're going to do next is go ahead and type out the weeks that we have. So notice I'm going to be typing week 1, week 2, and week 3. Once you type out all those weeks, the next step is to actually start posting the assignments. So you notice there's a little plus button underneath the week. That's where I'm going to click on the plus button, and then it's going to be asking me, what do I want to submit? So I have the option of submitting an image that's already saved to my camera roll. So if I already took the picture of my son's assignment and I have it in my camera roll, I can use that one. A link, if I want to link up a video or a web page or something. If I want to search for something online, or the camera feature. Now the camera feature is what I use all the time. My child finishes an assignment and then I click on that camera and I take the picture right away. So that's the one you're going to click on, and it's going to open up your camera. So once you open up your camera, take a look here. And now I have my son's assignment and I took a picture, and I'm going to click on use photo. And then you're going to notice that it's going to ask me what the title is. And so I'm going to title it because that'll help the teacher also. And this was the letter T. And then it's posted. So see how easy that is? Now, the next thing is, how do you send this to the teacher for her to view? You have the linking option. So if you look at the top right corner, there's 3 little dots. If you click on those 3 little dots, you have a share option. The best bet here is the copy link option. Once you copy that link, once you click on it, it's going to be copied to your clipboard. And then depending on how you're communicating with your teacher, then you will paste that on there. So if you're literally communicating through message, like text message, you can paste that link in that message and it'll send it to them. And when they click on it, it'll take them to that virtual bulletin board. I know that my children's teachers are using Class Dojo. So what I decided to do is go on Class Dojo and send them a message there. And so I literally got all 3 links because I do have triplets. So those triplets are all in the same class. So I sent them all to their one teacher. And so I put all 3 links in there and sent it out to her, and she immediately got it, which was a really a good feeling, knowing that at least I'm trying my best to help out my teacher, because I know that this remote learning is something new for all of us. So that is how you would send out your Padlet. Super simple, easy, guys. Parents, it's about making things easier for us. Believe me, mother of 4, I need easy. But at the same time, I'm a teacher as well. And so I need easy as a teacher too. So obviously I got some feedback from my kids' teachers. She loved it. She said it helped. So the next thing is, you're probably wondering, well, how do you do it if you only have 3 Padlets, but you have 4 kids? Let me show you. This is what I decided to do. Instead, what I did is I created my 3 Padlets. I created a week for each Padlet. So Padlet 1 is titled Week 1. And instead of putting the weeks like that, I put my children's name. So Abram, Aiden, Elijah, Andrew, and I'm going to be putting their work in there. And that'll be for week 1. And then I'll do week 2, and then week 3. And then when I'm done with week 3 and I need to start on week 4, then I'll go ahead and delete week 1. At that point, the teacher should have already checked all her work. Now, there is also a feature that allows you to save the Padlets as PDFs. So if you want to save that work just in case, then you can always save that Padlet as a PDF or other forms. But if you go to the settings, the share, then you'll scroll to the bottom, you'll be able to see those different features. Guys, I really hope this comes in handy. I hope it helps parents, because I know that it has made things so much easier for me. And I'm not having to find the papers and stuff. It's just immediately take the picture, post it there. I'm done. As soon as they finish the assignment, it gets posted. Please, guys, comment, share to your other fellow parents who I'm sure are struggling as well. Like this video, subscribe, click on the bell, because every time I do upload new content, you'll be notified. And there's for everyone. I even do digital read aloud. So if you want to start showing your kids a read aloud, I have a couple of books that I read aloud, and they're really interesting, especially for STEM education. So again, thank you guys, from one fellow parent to another, and good luck. Stay safe. Have a good one.